Hello guys, it's me, Daily, and today I'd like to share my opinion about blue weapons and why I love them in PvP at my ego range, which is around 4,000 right now. First, I want you to know that I'm just an average player, and at this point I'm speaking from my narrow experience. I only found out about Defiance late January, if I recall correctly. Anyway, I think I've been using my blues since around 3.94 thousand-ish ego, 95% of the time, up until now, which is close to 4,400 ego. And that includes my shield, you know. One important reason why I think blues rock is because they can keep up with your ego rating pretty easily. So let me explain. I've recently learned that it's very important to keep your ego rating, you know, the gears you're wearing, it's important to keep them close to your ego rating. And I made a video about that also, you know. Or else, if you put yourself in that position where you have less rating for your gear, you are putting yourself at a big disadvantage, and that is happening especially at PvP. So it's been my experience that I've been ignoring this concept of the game, mechanics of the game, up until I was 4,000 ego, simply because I didn't know about it. So now that we know about it, you know, games improved. And like I've said, in order to level up your weapons as you naturally level up too, you need Ark Forges, and ultimately you can upgrade your OJs and purples anytime, alright? And putting blues aside first. But I think they are very expensive, and at 4K'ish ego, where you could still outgrow your weapons pretty fast, I say that it's impractical to upgrade OJs and purples at this time. Here's why I say this. I'm at 4.3k, close to 4.4k at the time of this recording, and after about 300 hours of playtime, I don't know if that includes the loading time at or the standby time at the title screen, but Steam says that I have 300 plus hours of playtime. So anyway, after all this time, I only have around 600 Ark Forges. So let's say that I have 600 Ark Forges flat. If I was upgrading purples, I can only upgrade up to 60 times because it costs 10 Ark Forges per upgrade. And if I was to upgrade an OJ, you know, I can only upgrade 24 times. So very expensive. So if I had an OJ, let's say at 4,000 rating right now, and I want it to reach 5,900, that would require 19 upgrades. See? Very, very expensive. On the other hand, good blue would only cost you 4 Ark Forges per upgrade. and I think that's only 1 to 2 co-op runs if I'm not mistaken. Very affordable, and at 4K'ish ego level, I think it's worth it. Again, remember, it's that important to keep your gear's rating close to your ego, and that's the whole point why we're even talking about Ark Forges. And at this point of time, I think farming for Ark Forges at 4,000 ego, so that my violets or OJs could keep up with my ego, is not a good investment of time. Or maybe not just my kind of playstyle. But to be honest, I also don't know much about what is really good or not regarding endgame, so I'd rather not accidentally waste my Ark Forges too. So yeah, that's more or less about it, about Ark Forges and ego rating being close to your gear's rating. And inventory wise, with only 35 over 35 space, having a reliable, easy to upgrade blue on my backpack means I don't have to hoard items. I'll be outgrowing my perps and OJs fast at this ego 4K-ish. If I get a good perp or OJ, I'd still use it till I outgrow it. Which is, right now, I don't let that happen for more than 200 ego. Then, just pass it on to another person or sell it in a vendor. And, yeah. Recently, I say that I've been happy with my performance in PvP most of the time when I play with people who are, I guess, about my ego range or less, you know. If there are people less my ego range, we know what happens when that's the case. But sure, I get overpowered, admittedly skills-wise, not only gear-wise and ego-wise, when the gods of PvP are around. But as far as my experience goes, these people who are really good at PvP are not always around. I guess that they're not getting enough challenge at the top to stick around at PvP rooms too much, you know, at this point. Anyway, that's just me, my experience. So most of the time I play, it's just me and mortals, and once in a while a really good player would pop up and play with me and my team like a chew toy, you know. But overall, my reliable blues has stood by my side with proud hot nozzles. And speaking of instances, by the way, when really good players are around playing with my tail inside a combat ground, I guess using blues have more of advantage too. When I got nothing else to use, you know, it gives some training on the inner game discipline, you know.
So embarrassing.
PvP is still competitive, and that inner game discipline is the one that tells you not to blame the gun first. And first look at the finger that aims it and pulls the trigger. You know, just enjoy the privilege to practice with better and stronger players when they come around and kick butt, including my butt. You know, at 4K-ish ego, I think it's just natural that also there will be less experienced players running around testing PvP out, and you know, they get the same treatment I get from the PvP monsters, and it's just a cycle. No, I've learned that you just have to keep at it. That's what they say. Just keep at it. So, my overall verdict with blues, they could be really viable with good rolls, synergy, proper modding, and set up in perks on your side. They can really be good. So, what does this guide mean for you in the end? If you think, that this concept is worth trying, it's cheap anyway, simply be on the lookout for good blues with good rolls, again, synergies. Once in a while, check out the vendor specials. They sell blues, join water masters, and plainly kill bodies. Those aliens and 99ers, whatever. Those enemies, when they die, there's a chance that they could drop blues. And blues aren't that hard to hunt anyway. So there's my take. I hope you learned something from this. And be a dude if that's the case, So like, comment, subscribe, tell me if what I think, my opinion, is something that differs from yours. And I'd like to learn more from the community. So keep rolling, play high, stay high. Till next time. See ya.
Hey, I need help! Just stay down.
Commenced. Keep up the good work, Delaware.
Time to go.
Huge mistake.
shield.
You're losing a point, Delaware. Get back there and bunker down.
Sit and duck. As if I wasn't amazing enough. You never had a chance.
Nice work, Delaware. Data upload has started.
Oh, so embarrassing for you.
Point taken, Delaware. Bunker down. You don't want to lose that arc fall. Delaware, are you sleeping on the job? Time is almost up. You win, Delaware. You truly are the best of the best.
I hope this is something good.
That looks like the last of them.